Yep. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Look at that. And a very good morning to all. As always, I get up in the morning, open the blinds, let the sunlight into the house, get that sunshine hitting the skin, hitting that melanin. You know what I'm talking about? Getting in touch with nature, getting in touch with the power of life. Behind me, as you see, that's my example of power of life right there. That's my son, by the way, you just saw. That's Superstar 2.0, the better version of me. That's my son, taller. He's going to be bigger, and he's going to be stronger. One of the best football players in the goddamn nation. You don't believe me? Check out his highlights. Okay? On my channel. Judah, my boy, the lion. Anyways, let's get back to my physique. Have my coffee in the morning. Always a beautiful thing. You know that's good for waking up the senses. Everybody who drinks coffee understands the value of that. A nice cup of coffee in the morning can do wonders for you. And if you're used to drinking coffee and you don't have one in the morning, good luck starting your day. You know you're going to have problems for the rest of the day. Yeah, buddy. Anyways, I like to brew my own coffee. By the way, I grow coffee. Most of you don't know I'm a farmer. Okay, I'm a farmer. I'm a huge, big farmer in Africa. One day I'm going to show you my, my farm back home. And you're going to like it. You're going to have all kind of foods there. You name it. I have. Anyways, we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, it's always good to flex the muscles first thing in the morning or before you go to bed. Let your body talk to you. Mind and body connection. You want to feel every muscle. When you spread your back like that, you want to feel everything on the lats. You want to feel everything on the rear delts. You want to feel everything on the triceps. You just want to feel yourself spread out, right? The lighting is very important, You can see I still have a lot to do when it comes to the lighting and so forth. Yeah. Anyways, we're doing back today. And I always start off with the seated row. I'll tell you why. I personally don't like it. You know why? It's very effective and it's very painful. So it's like how some people are with squats, right? They will avoid it, but that's the biggest fucking mistake you'll ever make. Because it's the hard exercises, the ones that you really feel. Those are the ones that you should stick to, as hard as they may be. And if you can get them out of the way before any of the other exercises, well, there you go. The rest of the workout is going to be on cruise control because you've gotten the most difficult exercise out of the way. Always flex between the sets. Look at that. Look at that. We're ready for the summer, folks. Anyways, as you can see, I work with decent weight. I don't go extra heavy and I don't go extra light. That right there is about 110 pounds. Okay? Now, if I wanted to, I could probably do the whole stack. But then that would mean that I'd be straining myself and I'd probably pull out maybe 4 reps out of that. What is that going to do for me? Am I building strength? No, I'm trying to look good. I'm trying to fucking look good for the ladies, man. What do you think? Stop it. Looking good for the ladies, man. Although I know some guys are out there lusting over my physique. I've had those fucking guys come on to me several times. But yo, I don't play that game. But anyways, I appreciate it. You know? Let's just put it this way. A good body is a good body, isn't it? Yeah? You can't deny it. It is what it is. It speaks for itself. And so if you're going to get one, you better train properly. Know the difference between training for strength and training to look good. Know the difference, okay? How to eat to look good, and know the difference how to eat to perform like a football player, to get big or strong like a powerlifter. Now you see my son being an athlete, and I've been training him since he was 3 years old. I tell you what, his nutrition is different from mine. You understand? Because he's an athlete. He doesn't lift any weight. So everything is geared according to the goals and the specific person. Right? So train smart. Use the right amount of weight. Okay? Use the right amount of weight. Not too light. Don't sabotage yourself by going too light. That would be just as bad as sabotaging yourself by going too heavy. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. This is OG Shaka Zulu talking to you, man. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. You got to fix the hair. When you got long locks like me, it kind of gets in the way. So I find the braids usually work better like that. Keep you long stocking, as they call it. Anyways, back to the rows. Seated rows. Another angle over here. Now sometimes I sit upright when I pull. Okay, and when I pull that to my belly button. Okay, not above my belly button, but either right at my belly button or below my belly button. And as I pull the weight towards me, I squeeze my shoulder blades together, kind of crunch them together, so that I squeeze the meat between my shoulder blades and the meat, the muscle surrounding the spine. You understand? Right? The inner back. You see? And then when I extend like that, as I extend, I stretch out my lats, right? Under the armpits. That's where I feel the stretch under the armpits. So stretch under the armpits, pull, inner back. Under the armpits, lats, boom, inner back. Lats, inner back. Lats, stretch out, okay? Open them wide. Sometimes I'll even switch my body side to side. You'll see it in some of the movements, right? I'll hold the stretch for a couple of seconds and stretch the right side, stretch. Now, if you're conscious like me, you'll notice that there's always going to be one body part of yours that's weaker than the other. So if you check out this bicep, by the way, look at that. You see what I'm saying? Look, being defined and being cut is more supreme and superior than being bulky and big, right? Right? You could have the smallest bicep, but when it's fucking cut and ripped, you're gonna look big. You're gonna look more muscular than the big guy with the big arms. Right? So here we go. Right? Look. Pull. Boom. Inner back. Upper back. Now when I pull back like this, when I pull leaning backwards like that, I'm hitting more the upper back. Okay? Towards the traps. When I sit up straight, I'm hitting the inner back. So this motion here, that's hitting more the upper back, up towards the traps. Squeeze, stretch, lats, upper back. Stretch, lats, upper back. You see? And after every set, I'm telling you, that back is talking to you. That back is talking to you. Now, I put the camera up above so that you can kind of see the action on the muscles on the back. Now I'm still working on the camera work. It's gonna the angles and so forth. Listen, I actually need somebody to film this shit because I'm not even showing you guys the pumps that I'm really getting, because between sets I have to rearrange the camera and then I have to I can't be cameraman, director, actor, and all these things, performer at the same time. But I'm just trying to do what I can over here, okay folks? But here we go. Do you see the stretch? You see that? Now squeeze. Feel the stretch. You see that on the sides? Okay? The next set you'll see even better. Okay? You'll see me stretch. Okay? The lats As I extend my arms, right there like that. Stretch, you see that? Stretch, right on the side. Now I squeeze. Stretch. Right? Look at that. Boom. Stretch. Boom. Stretch. You see, now I lean to the right because I wanted to feel the stretch on the right. You see that? Right? Look, I lean to the right a little bit. You see that? There you go. You see that? I do that on purpose. Right? Because my right side is weaker than my left. So I'm trying to get it bigger and stronger, if you will. Or stronger, or I'm getting it more defined than the other side. Because it's the weaker side. Look at that. Okay? But you can see the stretch. Stretch. Right? And then you can see the upper back, just that, you know, towards the traps. You can see the muscles working. You see that? Right? And that's the beauty of this thing, right? You see that? You see the upper back? From this angle is a good one. Now only if I can put my head down. There you go. You can see that is the out stretch, boom, stretch, squeeze, stretch. You see I lean to the right a little bit. You see that? Pay attention to that. These are little things. We call that tweaking. That you get to learn when you've been training for 40 years like me. Okay? You get to understand how, you see that? You see how I just did that? I adjusted myself. Because I wanted to feel that stretch on the muscle, right? Sometimes one arm is going to stretch more than the other. Sometimes the other one is, the body can do a lot of different things. And with training, you can actually manipulate your body and shape it. You know, if you train the wrong way, you can deform your body, by the way. If you train the right way, you can build your body. Believe it or not, right? For example, you've seen guys with the huge upper bodies and they got no legs, or vice versa, right? You don't want to be one of those guys. Now, this here is called backstabbing, okay? I am lying supine, okay? Supine on my back on a flat bench, and I am pulling the weight from the ceiling, okay, right underneath my chest. My elbows will go below the bench, and it will allow me to squeeze my back, my inner back, right? And when I come back again, I'm stretching the outer. See, look, stretch out, squeeze, stretch out, squeeze. You see? Now, this is a workout that I have invented a lot of exercises, okay? And I'm going to show you these exercises throughout my videos. And you can see for your own self. Like, some of these guys have been doing my exercises, okay? They've been copying me. I have videos that I uploaded 15, 20 years ago. Right? That things that I was doing 20 years ago that nobody was doing. Now you see people doing it on the internet, right? But they don't know I am the creator, the OG, the specialist himself that came up with that. But I don't gotta brag. I'm just gonna show it to you guys. Anyways, and by the way, wait until I introduce you to my app training system. It's insane. It's the best in the world, and I bet you money on it. I bet anybody that's watching this, you want to challenge me on my app training system, it's on. It's on. Name the price and I'll show you. Okay, matter of fact, I'm thinking of probably later on in the future, you know, grabbing maybe 10 lucky people, okay, that I'm going to train, okay, and guess what? I'm going to make it worth your while. I might even pay you to prove you that my system is better than anybody else's system. Okay? just if you don't want to try it, I will try and convince you to try my training system by paying you. That's how confident I am about my system, my app training system. But anyways, let's get back to the back. This is a back training workout. Okay? So you see this. Again, I'm lying supine. I mix it up. I bring my knees in like this. Okay, I open my knees wide, and then which allows me to come even deeper. Okay, for a better stretch. You see how I'm leaning to the right? I'm stretching. That was a stretch right there. See, you see that? You see that? You see that? Okay, I'm making sure the right and the left lats get a nice stretch before I pull. See that? Boom, right? Now, when I open my legs, it allows me to come up deeper and higher. This is a better angle. Okay, This here is a better angle for you to see what I'm talking about. I shouldn't even be talking. You should just watch it. So you see that? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Where have you seen that before? Where have you seen that before? Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on now. I'm almost 60 years old and I make you look like crap. And you're what, 25? What are you? A teenager? What are you, 35? What are you, 45? What are you, 55? Eh? What's your excuse? Let me help you, mother. Well, I shouldn't be swearing, but you know what I'm talking. Eh? Some of you talk the talk, but you don't know how to walk the walk. You understand? Let's go! Let's do this. God damn, my son is going out prowling right now. I think today's what? Afrofest, I believe. I think he's going down to Afrofest, go hang out and probably scout some pum pum and them thing there. Yeah, buddy. Oh, man. Look at that Superman physique. Now, that's a proportional physique. You see the legs? You see the ratio between the quads, the waist, the shoulders? Do you see that? Okay? Understand something. We've been doing this for 40 years. We're not just bragging for the sake of bragging. We're trying to teach you how to take care of yourself. Working out is the best fucking thing you can do to get to know yourself. Most of you don't know who the fuck you are because you don't even like yourself. You don't even spend time with yourself. How the hell are you going to know yourself when you don't spend time with yourself? And this is the best way to spend time with yourself. God damn it. You're booking appointments with other people and this and that to go drink and do whatnot and fucking smoke and whatnot. By the way, I smoke a lot of weed. But you see, that does not stop me from doing what I gotta do. In fact, I use that as a motivation. You understand? Eh? Look here. Stop blaming the drugs, the guns, the alcohol and whatnot. Blame yourself for being lazy. Huh? Blame yourself for not wanting to fucking do what's right for yourself. Okay? Are you watching this exercise? Understand something. You're learning this from me. So if you ever see somebody doing this, you better let them know where you first saw it. You understand? You're a bunch of... Anyways, listen to the master. Enough is enough. Let's go. Listen. Invest in yourself. Invest in your health. You know, you've heard it before. Health is wealth. What the hell do you think they were talking about when they were saying that? Huh? Do you think they were talking about you making somebody else healthier, somebody else richer? No. They're talking about you making yourself healthier, making yourself wealthier. How the hell are you going to go to work when you're not fit to do the job? God damn it. How are you going to go to work, make all this money, and you're so rich and you got yourself a belly like a goddamn pregnant woman? The hell is wrong with you? I am rich. You are fat. I am rich. You are fucking sick. You're about to have a heart attack, you son of a... Let's talk the truth, man. Enough of this nonsense. Do something. Walk. Jog. Come to me. Let me train you. God damn it. What's wrong with you people, man? Huh? And I'm talking to the young and the old. No excuses. No goddamn excuses. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. Welcome to the dungeon. You see that, folks? We're not talking Photoshop here. We're not talking whatnot. You can see the lighting is poor. I manage with it. Give me perfect lighting and I'll be looking like some of these useless social media motherfucking influencers who Photoshop every motherfucking thing that they do. Don't let me go there, people. Don't let Shaka Zulu go in there. I am the first goddamn bodybuilder from East Africa that's gone pro. IFBB pro. Me. The whole entire East Africa. Let it be known. Anybody who says otherwise, step up. Step up. Step up. I don't think you want to step up because you got nothing to say. Now, my brothers in West Africa, I'm very proud of you. In fact, Miss Olympia right now is West African. Samson Dauda, my boy. You've made Africa proud. You understand? I love you guys in West Africa there, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You've been always dominating the fucking bodybuilding industry. And I love it. Africa will dominate the goddamn world. It's our time to rise. Burkina Faso! Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Touré. Idi Amin. I'm talking, yeah, you better remember that name. Idi Amin was the first Ibrahim Traore. You better believe that. Some of you are a bunch of sellouts. You sell out yourself. You sell out your health. You sell out your people. You sell out everything. You're a traitor to yourself. You don't take care of yourself. And then you want to claim that you want to take care of other people. Bullshit. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. Stop it. Stop it. Stop the nonsense. You understand? They say charity begins at home. Look at that back. Okay? Now, what I was doing there, what was I doing there? Huh? Those are bent over rows. You understand? Bent over rows. They are no joke. When you do bent over rows, you're allowed to go a little bit heavy. And I'm telling you, that's a dense back builder. You see how thick my back got just from doing that fucking set? Wish the lighting was good. Okay, so we're going in for the next set. Right? Look at this stuff. This is going to be our last exercise. Now, we do, how many exercises we do? We did, let me say, one. We did these rows, bent over rows, double hand bent over rows, these ones right here. Prior to that, we did the backstabbing, came my invention. And then prior to that, what we did some rowing. 3 exercises, man. We don't even count the sets. I must have done between 4 to 6 sets for each exercise. 3 exercises. That's a lot. You understand? Right? And you can't say it's not working. Look at that. We're talking about symmetry. We're talking about proportions. Okay? We're talking about training with intention and purpose. Training smart. We're talking about longevity. We're talking about going for the long run. Listen, you don't know how you got here. You don't know when you're leaving this world. But between then and now, you got control. See, I want to reach my maker, and when I knock on the door and say I'm here, and he opens up the door, I want God to look at me and say, God damn it, son. Holy shit. Look at what you done with what I gave you. Look at what you done with what I gave you, son. Impressive. Good job. Well done. So, having said that, you don't train to live long. You hear people always say, oh, if you work out, you live longer. Bullshit. You don't know when you got here. You don't know when you're going. But guess what? Between now and then, you can stay fit and healthy so that you can enjoy what life has to offer between now and then. That's the only thing you got control of. And you want to be in the best shape, whether you have 1 day left, 1 week left, 1 month left, 1 year left, 10 years left, 100 years left. You want to make sure your time here is worth it. And hopefully you find your purpose, your intention and purpose of existence. Like I have. This is my intention and purpose of existence. Okay? This is what I do for fun, and this is what I do as a career, and this is what I do as a profession. Being very blessed to be able to keep myself healthy. Health is wealth, and as well as to help other people with health and wealth. You see? So I have been blessed, and I've been one of the lucky ones to be able to do what I enjoy. You see? But I have found my intention and purpose. And you need to find your intention and purpose. And in order to do that, you got to stay in shape. You got to be in shape. You understand? So that whatever comes your way, you're ready for that motherfucker. You hear me? Do you hear me? Does that make any sense? Do you hear me? Make sure you're ready for whatever eventuality that's coming your way. You understand? There's one thing that you can do between the time you were born and the day that you have to go. You can stay as healthy as you can so that you can achieve your destiny and your goals that the Almighty and yourself have set. It's that simple. What do you live for? Do you just live to work, and then die? Unhealthy? That is stupidity. Work hard, play hard, but you gotta be fit to be able to do that. You feel me? Yeah! Let's go! You see that? Look, it's time to sign off. But I'm gonna have to just give you a kiss and say, I'll see you again next time. You feel me? Love you all. More videos coming. And if you have ideas, you have questions, comment. Subscribe so you'll be notified when I post the next workout. Salute! I love you all. Until then, ciao. Yep.